Yeah. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. I'm not surprised. A lot of people might be surprised, but if you've been following me for a long time, primarily for the listen, since I started YouTube, I've never seen a season where the Philadelphia Eagles don't make it to the playoffs. My daughter was born in 2016. My daughter don't know nothing but winning. You hear me? Nothing but winning. It's a new era in Philadelphia Eagles football. It is. It's a new era. 3 straight seasons of going to the playoffs. The last team to do that in the NFC East was us. I think 2005. I think 8, 9, 10, 11, something like that. I know we was the last ones to do it. Carson Wentz is exactly what everybody said he wasn't. A GOAT, a franchise quarterback, a record breaker. Yeah, he passed McNabb today. Most passing yards in the season, for a quarterback in the midnight green. First Philadelphia Eagles 4,000 passing yard quarterback in the season. First team in NFL history where the quarterback got 4,000 passing yards without a 500-yard receiving wide receiver on the roster. Did clinch the NFC East after finding out Zach Ertz is basically on his deathbed. Lacerated kidney, broken ribs. So you already go into this game shorthanded without Zach Ertz. What do? Still throw 300 yards. But in the process of throwing that 300 yards, you lose Miles Sanders, who already, he was looking like the number 1 option anyway. You lose your number 1 option. Have to start finding guys on the fly. Boston Scott came up huge. Then you lose your right guard. Listen, you ain't had your left tackle for like 2-3 weeks now on Lane Johnson. Then you lose your left guard. To make it make sense how the Philadelphia Eagles were just 5-7. Make it make sense to me to now winning the NFC East. The Philadelphia Eagles, I always said, was the best team in the NFC East from the beginning of the season. Yeah, I said that. You take into account what you just saw. You take into account what just happened, and you take listen. I got a question for y'all right now. Who do the Dallas Cowboys play next week? We'll get back to that question. Maybe somebody can answer that while I finish this beautiful video. Who do the Dallas Cowboys play next week? I'll answer it later. Doug Peterson, man, able to rally the troops, to get guys to buy into a system, to get guys to believe that they could be to this point. Shout out to Doug Peterson. The development of Dallas Goedert. Shout out to that development. The ability to find diamonds in the rough. I seen a lot of guys step up. I seen Perkins step up. I seen Davis step up. That guy we got a couple weeks ago. I seen Burnett step up. I seen Ward continuously step up. This is what people don't understand. Once you come off a practice squad, you're really going to be no use to the team until like your second game from the practice squad. When you got the rhythm of things and you got things down pat, you really ain't no use to nobody until like your second game. So we working with stuff like that. Guys have coming off the practice squad and excel faster than Arcega-Whiteside. Somebody will ask me, well, how is that happening? Arcega-Whiteside has been on the roster all year. The practice squad guys are hungry. The position of time and being in the rotation was basically given to Arcega-Whiteside. Arcega-Whiteside got to shape up or he's going to find himself on the practice squad. Point blank period. The defense, played tremendously. You know, Rasul Douglas had a couple of hiccups. But Rasul Douglas didn't allow himself to get beat for a big touchdown. Rasul Douglas tackled well. Rasul Douglas played with energy. Sidney Jones looking like he might could come back next year. Crevion LeBlanc. Dudes just stepping up when dudes go out, man. No team do it like the Philadelphia Eagles. Fletcher Cox, man, showed today why he's a Pro Bowler in games that matter, getting the job done in dramatic fashion. Brandon Graham played well. Shut down Saquon Barkley for the most part with the exception of that 68-yard explosion. You see, we don't have big plays like that. We don't have explosive plays like that. Carson Wentz got what it takes to win a Super Bowl, man. For the last 4 weeks, we've been in a do-or-die situation, and Carson Wentz has come through. It was an elimination game for us every game after the Dolphins game. It's easy to lay down and say, oh, because you got injuries. Dude's been texting me all year. We've been up and down all year. We should tank for an early draft pick. I said, I don't believe in that. We could go out there and we could win some games. We can get to the postseason, man. These postseason reps are important for Carson Wentz. Nobody's expecting us to do nothing in the playoffs. I'm not looking for us to do way too much in the playoffs, but don't be surprised if whoever comes to that link, leave that link stinking. I'm trying to tell you, don't be surprised. I don't care. Give me San Fran. Give me the stronger teams. And what was you talking about, Cop Pizzle? What was you talking about? Fisk Vegas, Chris the Entertainer. I saw Chris on Bad Dog stream. You know what I mean? Dudes be so biased. And I understand dudes be Giants fans, but at the end of the day, man, this is what it is, man. If you losing, you losing. Stop. The salty taste in these dudes' mouth because they can't beat the Eagles is ridiculous, man. And it's not all of them, man, but y'all know who I'm talking about, man. The salty taste, the disdain for the Philadelphia Eagles got to stop. We got something that y'all don't have. Now, I think Danny Dimes going to be okay in a couple years. But we got the best quarterback in the division. We got the only true one solid. We got the true franchise quarterback. Let me tell you how crazy this is what Carson Wentz just did. Got paid in the offseason, never even been in a playoff game. So they put the money on the guy who they didn't even see. He didn't even do half of the stuff he just did. The stuff he just did hasn't even been seen. But it's something about this guy's talent, and Doug Peterson and them, they believe in his talent. They didn't know he was going to throw with 4,000 passing yards. They didn't know that his wide receiver, they didn't know everybody, Deshaun Jackson, everybody was going to be decimated by injury. They didn't know they was going to lose Alshon Jeffrey. Jordan Howard ain't play today. They didn't know that, man. They didn't know that the season was going to pan out like this, man. And for a lot of people saying, oh, why we ain't use Jordan Howard? See, I look at Twitter, and everybody on Twitter, man, it's just so up and down. I am never rattled with this football team and the championship pedigree that we got. I'm not rattled with this group of people on this team. I don't care how old people say the team is. I'm not rattled because they're poised, man. You know what I'm saying? I see people on Twitter complaining why we not using Jordan Howard. I mean, what sense do it make to use Jordan Howard when he's playing 5 weeks or something like that in rainy conditions? He's not even used to toting the rock right now. Boston Scott is the hot hand. What you need to use Jordan Howard for if Boston Scott got 3 touchdowns today? Boston Scott had a hat trick. What do you need to use anybody for? Come on, man. It just blows my mind how Carson Wentz is able to throw for 300 yards with this level of, with these guys around him, these practice squad guys. Carson Wentz is out there winning games that matter with the guys Nate Sudfeld practice with the guys Nate Sudfeld play in the preseason with. Come on, man. I'm seeing dudes out there earning their keep. I'm seeing dudes earning their keep out there, man. And that's what it's all about, man. Boston Scott deserved every carry he got, man. I'm not worried, man. Dudes earning their keep out there, man. The Philadelphia Eagles are the NFC East champions, man. You know what I'm saying? We absolutely deserve it. Now everybody want to call a division the NFC least. Orlando Scandrick will be on Undisputed tomorrow. There's nothing Orlando Scandrick can say out his mouth. The dude Brashard, nothing he can say out his mouth. All these haters hating on Carson Wentz, nothing y'all can say out of y'all mouth. Y'all just was bigging up the New York Giants because they beat the Dolphins and they beat the Redskins. Well, the New York Giants just got blown out at home by the Philadelphia Eagles. They got blown out. Blown out. It wasn't close. It was one of the wins we've been looking for the last 5 weeks. A body bag. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Cop Pizzle ain't do nothing but hype y'all up for a couple minutes, for a couple days, to have y'all thinking that y'all had a shot in this game. You had no shot at all. No shot at all. Your season ended weeks ago. And as far as the Dallas Cowboys, do I even got to even address y'all? And I'll answer that question. Who do the Dallas Cowboys play next week? Themselves. They played themselves all season. The Dallas Cowboys did nothing but play themselves. Yeah, you started off 3-0 just to finish the season. What was y'all record? 8-8? You started off 3-0 to finish 8-8? Trash, basura, weak. All y'all do is beat up on bad teams. Y'all hung up 45 on the Redskins. So what? Didn't Danny Dimes just put up a 40-burger on them? And you and Danny Dimes sharing the same couch, sharing the same remote, while y'all gonna watch us in Wild Card Weekend put somebody out in Philly. Now all y'all could be on teams and collectively hate and wait for us to get put out in the playoffs. You see what happened? We don't split playoffs with nobody. Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys won a division last year, but guess who else was in that dance too? The Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. When the Eagles won a division, Dallas Cowboys wasn't a part of our party. Nobody a part of our party this year. We won a division, and that's that. Dudes need to put respect on Carson Wentz's name, man. Carson Wentz earned this respect. Earned this respect. And the way, if you think about it, man, what Carson Wentz did these last couple of weeks is far more impressive, in my opinion, than what he did in the 2017 season, in the regular season. Period. 4,000 passing yards with the level of talent that was around him, with dudes trying to figure it out. Come on, man. Be for real with yourself, man. It's nothing that nobody could do about what just happened. We're going to the playoffs. Y'all not going to the playoffs. At the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles are who we thought they were. If you can overcome stuff, and look at the stuff we overcame to get to where we at, man. Look at the stuff we overcame. Nobody believed in us. Nobody believed in that. Nobody not going to believe in us next week either. They all praying on our downfall. Nobody believed in us, man. Everybody tried. You see how they tried to throw the spice on the New York Giants? The New York Giants trash. Listen, man, at the end of the day, man, numbers don't lie. Positioning don't lie. We did it with no favors. We did it with no referee help. We did it with pure grit. No blown calls helped us win no games. We played with, you know what I mean? The defense stepped up the last 2 weeks tremendously. And there you have it, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And whoever won the fantasy, man, hit me up so we can see how we can get this fantasy money to you. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of money, Simon, you know you bet me $300 on the winner of the division. You need to contact me since you lost and see how you're going to pay me my money at the end of the day. And you can act like you, look. Let me know what you think in the comments.